Hi, Scorpio. This is your reading for why your past person wasn't interested in you, why they didn't like you, why they didn't choose you, why they weren't that into you. By the end of this reading, we will have figured out maybe a couple things that their thoughts were. If your birthday falls under the sign of Scorpio between October 23rd and November 21st, this is for you. So I'm going to pull some tea leaf cards and also get a couple cards from the traditional tarot and get a clarifier. We'll see who this resonates for. I don't have a phone stand, but I'm going to try to hold this. I'm just getting reset up again to do my readings. So hopefully this will be a quick read that gives you some information. It's just a kind of a quick thing that I'm trying, and I'm trying to put up content on the channel. So here we go. Scorpio, what was the reason that you lost love interest? So, something about the situation. We've got the Four of Cups. You could be dealing with another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They obviously, they might have felt that, first of all, their group of friends was not in the same kind of alignment, or your circle of friends or theirs was not kind of a good match, possibly. Also, the Four of Cups is disinterest. It's disenchantment with love. So there might have been an idea about you, or they might have thought that you were a certain way. Some people tend to change and lose themselves in a relationship. Not always, but maybe the person that you presented yourself to be changed shortly after. I'm in a cyberbullying situation, so I'm being abused with technology illegally in the home. I'm looking forward to criminal charges, Scorpio. They've interrupted a few of your reads in the past. So I am dealing with that while I'm trying to do the readings. This person just might not have wanted to be that involved. It seems like the Four of Cups is disenchantment with love, disinterest in a situation, somebody that has lofty ideas. They might, it's not depression, but it's kind of just being disenchanted with a whole bunch of different things. It could have also been that they were just not in a good space. They could have been in a situation where they weren't happy with many circumstances in their life, and it may not have been you. But they might have also felt like your group of friends or your networks or the people that you were with is kind of like made them feel like an outsider, possibly. Doesn't have to be. But I'm just looking at the Three Cups and then the other one kind of in the background. And so they might have felt as though intimidation too, and maybe not feeling comfortable to approach you, quite possibly, or just not feeling comfortable or in the groove with your circle of friends. The next card that we have here is the Strength reverse. So this could be definitely somebody that was feeling quite insecure. We have Leo now strongly. So we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Leo. This could be you or this could be them. It doesn't matter the sign. But if it is, this is just an additional clarifier for you. This person may have lacked a lot of confidence. They may have lacked a lot of confidence. They might have gotten a little bit ornery or gotten a little bit defensive, maybe, when, maybe asked certain things, or maybe they found that you were this way. Maybe about certain questions or getting to know you, or getting to know you might have been difficult. They might have just thought it was too difficult, or that it was difficult for you. They might have not wanted to open up to you with the Strength reversed. I'm going to pull the other one here that came out for you, and this one is the Wasp. These are omens. So this might be some information that, if I don't get your reading this time, Scorpio, I'll get it the next time. But this is always kind of good stuff to take away and food for thought regarding anything, really. It's always good to know so that your other relationships with people are successful, certainly. The Wasp card here is insects are generally negative omens to receive in a reading. It can represent somebody intentionally causing you harm just for the sake of it. So the strength reverse could be that, or there could have been an outside person, as I mentioned, that maybe wanted to make this person feel like they weren't welcome or a part of your group or a part of your um, welcomed group of people. That may have been one of the reasons. Um, and that would, be a confirmation of the Four of Cups. I'm trying to keep my voice down, which is probably not helping the situation, but hopefully you'll get the message, and that's the most important part of it. This can also mean that cruel comments may impact your mental health or even your reputation. So, with the strength reverse, that would be again somebody's health and they're not able to contain themselves, or they felt that maybe there was just something that wasn't driving with their personality or yours. Um, Strength reversed is the opposite of being able to harness yourself and fit in well with groups, or the strength in the upright is somebody that's kind of calming herself down, talking herself into a place of comfort and calm. And we have the strength card in reverse. So this person just may have felt, they may have felt like an outsider. They may not have felt like they were a part of your group. They might have felt you were unapproachable. They might have been intimidated. There seems to be something of that likeness going on here, but they also could have been feeling that somebody else was a little bit malicious or unwelcoming or unkind or kind of barking to them, possibly. Damaging your reputation. They can also cause damage to your relationship because of jealousy. So that, I mean, if you sit there and see how the Four of Cups, how he sits there with his hands folded, that's another confirmation of this tea leaf card with the wasp. So somebody could have just kind of been brooding and jealous and being negative, Scorpio, about your situation, maybe things that were coming into your life, people that you knew, and so on, because he's got the defensive position there with his arms folded. Maybe just someone who was just in this group. If you had a friend, or maybe it was a friend of this person that you're thinking of, might have been very negative about you, may have spoken horrible things about you so that this person would not be interested, right? And somebody that can't contain themselves, maybe they just were so jealous that they could not hold back. They had to, put a stop to something for you or interfere in some way or to some degree. If you are the one behaving in a vindictive, petty fashion, this is the sign to stop that behavior before somebody gets seriously hurt. So I have one more clarifier for you, Scorpio, and this is the shark. So this is another omen here. It's another tea leaf card. And what does it say about the shark here? This is a new deck for me, and I love this deck. It's not like the traditional tea leaf cards that obviously that you see, but it's a different one. It's a brand new one that I got, and I love it. Shark. Seeing a shark in the tea leaves can represent being surrounded by enemies or those who don't have your best intentions in mind. So again, there's a couple people here that didn't really want maybe to see you do well. Maybe it was even this person. Maybe once they got to know you, something about them. I mean, I don't know why you would be jealous of a person that you're going to be intimate with or have a relationship with because they've chosen you, but I guess it's possible. I have heard that before. Seeing a shark in the tea leaves represents being surrounded by enemies or those that don't have your best interests at heart. Greed and selfishness may affect you in some way because of this person. So that may have been part of the situation that was going on. Someone could take credit for your work or steal from you, is another thing that it says. Sharks also remind you to trust your instincts and fight back when needed. So with the strength reversed, This is obviously somebody that's being loud, boisterous, not containing themselves, not handling things in a refined way. That I would take that as a fighting back card, definitely. And then, maybe somebody kind of refusing with the Four of Cups here to give into a situation that they don't want. Not lowering their standards, not taking second best, third best, what have you. Sharks also remind you to trust your instincts and fight back when needed. If you plan on making a big move or have to come up with $1 million idea, keep it to yourself until all the details are in place. So, Scorpio, I hope that maybe gave you some insight into the last person that you were interested in. It's always kind of neat to know why didn't they like me, or what was it about me that they didn't like. And it could be vice versa, but hopefully this is even, two things to keep in mind for anybody else that you meet, or any person for that matter. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I would really love other people to know that I'm in the community and back on YouTube. I was on a couple years ago, but I'm dealing with a cyberbullying issue, so I'm kind of starting where I am with what I have and hoping things are going to improve here. I'm doing as many things as I can legally and reaching out to as many networks as I can to get things going. But thank you so much for watching, Scorpio, and I hope to read for you again in the near future. Take care.